everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I just want to do a quick look at the Semogue Owners Club 2018 Taj resin brush. It's a bit of a mouthful. Now, that is what it looks like there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not, I'll be honest with you, it's not my style. I'm not a big fan of ivory coloured things, and I've never even held a brush with an ivory sort of colour or that creamy coloured handle, and I didn't think I would like it, if I'm honest. I just took a bit of a gamble with it. I've been talking with Semogue on Instagram and I wanted to get the premium Cerda, I think it's Cerda, which is boar hair in Portuguese, or yeah, boar bristle, or bristle in Portuguese. But this is their premium knot, the same one that's in the Semogue Owners Club, boar brushes, everything. I just wanted to have a look at it and show you guys it before I start the break-in process. Now, just looking at the tips on this brand new knot, they actually look pretty split already. I'm quite surprised. I think the blonde bow hair knot goes really well with the colour of the handle, and I think it really, just a little bit of silver around there just accentuates and splits it up a bit. I think it's a stunning looking brush. I think Semogue have done an amazing job of it. Now, one thing I've noticed with this, I've never noticed this before on the brushes, because I don't actually own one where it's inscribed on the front, but the M looks to be upside down, and that's obviously part of the branding. It's got the registered trademark under it. It's just a lovely looking brush. So I'm going to get this soaking. I'm going to have a shower and let it soak for a good 10-15 minutes and let it actually really absorb a lot of water, that first initial soaking, and go from there. I did ask them to pick me out the best knot they could find, basically, so I'm hoping they have done. I believe they will have done. It does look like a really nice knot straight off the bat. I'm almost expecting it to be reasonably soft tipped already. So without further ado, I should go and have a shower and I'll be back pretty much instantly. Told you it'd be straight away. Back for the shave now. I've just had a nice shower. I've sort of hydrated the hair, brushed my teeth, got ready to go. So I've got the same shirt I had on yesterday. I've only used this one for one shaving session yesterday. I might as well cover it in soap for a few days and then chuck it in the wash. And I'm going to be using Captain Fawcett's shave soap today, which is this one. The reason I'm using this is because it's triple milled, it's rock hard, and it'll be a good to get the brush in there and really get it smashed in and try and sort of split the rest of these tips open and get this brush lovely and soft. So the brush, as you can see, as you've just seen previously, is now blooming in the water. I wanted to show you before it bloomed. You can see in the bottom there just how much water it's absorbed and how much it's actually splayed out. So it looks pretty nice in there. So we'll get that straight out of the water. We'll have a look at it on its first ever soaking and just see how it looks. Just going to give it just a light flick. So there we go. So that is what it looks like after its very first soaking. So the tips still look pretty hard and new and boar-like and scrubby, but let's just see how it performs. So I've flicked out a fair bit of the water. I'm going to leave quite a bit in though, because I want to really try and saturate this knot in soap today, right down to the root of the knot, right down to the glue bump. So as we can see, just swirling. Now I'm going to do my head shave now, so this will be the head shave video. And then what I'll do is I'll attach the start of this video onto my face shave video as well, because I know there'll be a lot of guys out there that don't watch head shaves and face shaves, vice versa. And then there's those really normal people that don't actually watch shaving videos at all. So just keep dipping the tips. Now, Captain Fawcett's shaving soap, I actually thought initially when I first got it, I thought it was like a rebranded Mitchell's Wool Fat again. It's got a really nice scent, soapy scent, but it's nice. It's sort of spicy and light, and it's a refreshing sort of scent, to be honest. But the thing that impressed me the most really was the performance. It's really slick. The lather is lighter than sort of your high-end, thicker artisan tallow-based soaps, and I can't remember if this is a tallow-based or not. Just lost my first tiny little hair there. But that's to be expected, it is brand new. I'm expecting to lose a few hairs in this first sort of 5-6 shaves. as you do from natural hair brushes when they're brand new. But Semogue do make very, very high quality knots, so they do tend to hold on to the hairs a bit better. They are made better. They're all hand tied in Portugal. I'm not sure where they get the boar hair from. Most likely Asia, because that's where most of the hair comes from for most of these brushes. I'm thinking it's losing hair, and then I'm finding hairs on my wife's and probably hairs from my daughter as well. I know this is a very, very long load, but I think it's required. From what I hear as well, brand spanking new boar brushes like this tend to try and eat the lather as well. So it looks like you've got loads, but then you start lathering it and you don't really have a lot. So I'll wet my head. I'm doing a warm water shave as well. I want to keep the heat in the boar brush. I'm just going to scoop all the excess from around the tub. And then what I'll probably do, I'll actually probably rinse the whole brush out to the end of this shave, and then redo it again for the face shave just to give it that extra break in. I'm going to do this boar brush the traditional way. I'm going to use it and break it in via shaving and actually using it. I'm not going to do any lathering off camera. I'm not going to do anything with this brush at all other than use it for shaves. I'm going to use it exclusively for the next little while and just see how it goes. So there is the brush loaded up, absolutely chock-a-block full. It's got a lovely handle. It's got quite a bit of weight to it as well. I wasn't expecting it to be this heavy. Oh wow, that feels like a broken in boar already. That really does feel soft with a little bit of scrub. I can feel a tiny bit of scritch, but you've got to bear in mind this is the first use on a brand spanking new boar. But so far, so good. So this will need quite a lot of water. So we shall give it. The good thing with head shaves is that I find, because the hair is quite, well, I know I'm bald essentially, but the hair where it is growing is quite dense and it's quite thick as well. So I find when you're scrubbing, you can really feel the hair on your head tackling the tips of the boar brush. I'm sure you can hear it as well. It sounds almost like buttering toast. So it was the first day yesterday of the police emergency services games. We started off super well. We played the Western Australian Police. I was playing for the Transits yesterday and we won 9-2. I scored 4 goals. I was playing, well, in my own humble opinion, some of the best indoor football that I've played in a long time. And with about 3 or 4 minutes to go in the game, my calf popped. So I'm pretty sure it's torn. I'll see how it goes today. I might go and see the doctor. If not, I may go to the physio. Just depends how it feels. So I was absolutely devastated. It's not very often that you get to play in these games because they're normally held over eastern states or in other parts of Asia. It is the Australasian Police Emergency Services games. And I was just absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. I just want to show you something with this boar. This is really strange. it's like empty, there's no lather. It's obviously created a lather because I can see it on my head. But there's no lather left in the brush. So I'm going to have to reapply this to the soap again. I'm going to have to do it for my face shave anyway, and most likely for the rest of my head shave. So starting off with the Above the Tan Calypso R1, which has got a Wilkinson Solid vintage in here, which has been in here for God knows how long. It's done so many little trims, it's done full head shaves, it's done everything. I'm just going to pull that down a little bit there. And pull. That was a bit tuggy. I think this blade's done. Maybe not. That was strange, that first sort of couple of pulls were really rough, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like a brand new razor again. Right, so I'm going to be using, once again, the Omni Shaver, which looks like that. Very, very simple device, a very small device, there's not much of it. It's got 10 blades, as you can see there, and it's got pivots that way, it pivots that way, it just literally pivots in all directions, all the way around. Excuse me, there's a set of blades pointing this way and a set of blades pointing the other way, and you basically just rub it over your head and it works. So let's just see, 20th shave on this set of cartridges here, 20th. Now what I have found with the Omni Shaver is that the pressure that you use is key to getting a BBS shave quicker. You have to use the right amount of pressure, and believe it or not, it's way more pressure than you would think. Well, that was surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Now, I do get good shaves from this, just not normally that fast. I did use a lot more pressure than I normally do. There you go, BBS. That was surprising. I wasn't expecting that at all. So it was 2 days growth, so a reasonable amount of growth. I don't know how long that took. That was pretty damn fast. even by my standards. Wow, that's impressive. That's really impressive. Really moisturised as well. That soap is excellent, excellent soap. So that was literally a one pass boom shave done. Incredible. 20 shaves on the Omni Shaver. So the soap for today was Captain Fawcett's shaving soap. Comes in a lovely wooden bowl. Very similar to the Kent shaving soap. Looks extremely similar. I believe it's definitely tallow based. I remember it being tallow based, triple milled soap, rock hard, it'll last a long time. The brush for today was this beautiful Semogue Owners Club. Yeah, Owners Club Taj resin. This is a 24mm premium Cerda bristle. And then it was the Above the Tie Calypso R1, followed by this ever impressing tool that I've got here, the Omni Shaver. Now this is a plastic version, they're pretty cheap. 20 shaves in and it still feels like a brand new razor. It doesn't feel like it's getting tuggy or anything. And they do a premium version of this, which is all metal. I think it's a steel thing and it's chrome plated something else. It is actually quite nice looking. A lot nicer looking than the plastic one, but this is very lightweight, an excellent shape travel razor. Absolutely brilliant. Does exactly what it says on the tin. In fact, it does it better than pretty much everything else on the market. In fact, it does it better than everything else on the market. I have to really say that. I love using it. I think it's simple. I think it just does exactly what it says on the tin. It's exactly what you would want from what they say it does. It does. That was a pretty quick head shave, and it's BBS. And the soap's helped. Very slick soap. Captain Fawcett's post shave's lovely, beautiful, really nice. I will be finishing off with Moyle Grooming Frankenlime, but I'll do that after my face shave. So you guys, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.